my name is Nadine Mokoena and I am a business accountant here at Bonus Consulting. And today we'll be answering a question from one of our viewers who asked how to get business funding. So we'll be dealing about business funding. So I'm going to be answering that question. So firstly, many small business owners find it difficult to access funding to get their businesses on the go because they don't know how to make their businesses eligible to get the actual funding. So today we will be discussing how to make your business eligible for funding, as well as different forms of funding that you can access once you do have the actual documentation to get the funding. So firstly, I'm going to be looking at how to make your business eligible. So the first things first, you need to get your statutory documents in order. So the most important part, or the most straightforward point you need, is that a lot of entrepreneurs miss this. You'll find someone saying that they want to get funding, but yet their company has simple things like outstanding returns on the CIPC, or the company's in the deregistration process, or even worse, the company's already been deregistered, but because they don't know that, the company is unable to get funding. Second thing is, you hear someone saying that they want to get funding, for example, to distribute diesel, but they are not registered with a petroleum license. So simple things like that can hinder you from getting funding. And then the first basic step, so to get your funding, is to make sure that all your statutory documents are in order to get the funding. So all the licenses for the specific industry that you're in is in order. And then you can post your questions to Bonus Consulting, and we can find out for you what statutory documents you need for your specific industry, and then we can help you with that. Then secondly is your banking or your cash management. So if your business is already in operation, you must have a good banking record, and this will help you increase your chances of getting funding. So your bank record will help you to inform funders to know what type of position you are to repay the money, and as well as the interest that they will charge you, especially if you want a loan instead of a grant, because a grant is more like a donation, but a loan you actually have to pay the person back that's funding it. So you may need professional accountants to help you manage your banking and of your business. And then you also need your credit records to be in order. So as a startup business, you must be able, you'll always be linked to your personal finances. So they'll always check your personal credit record, and that will determine how your business flow, your credit record for your business will look like. So therefore, the only way for you to get good funding is to be careful in how you do your personal finances and how you handle your finances. So you may also be required to sign a surety with the bank or whichever funder is giving you money. That basically means that you need some sort of asset to say that if I can't pay, in the case that I can't pay, you can have, for example, my car to pay that. So they need some sort of surety, some guarantee that they can take something from you if you're not able to pay them back. So next, we'll be looking at the management profile of your business. So they always say that business success is 50% leadership and 50% the actual idea of the business. So poor management skills of the business can turn the most brilliant idea into a failure, while good leadership is able to turn the most common business into a very successful business idea. Because most funders know that, hence the management profile is very important to get people to actually fund your business. So to increase the prospects of getting business funding, you may want to attract people with a good resume to team up with you, especially if your business is operational and showing prospects of growth. So for example, shows the kind of people that are in your company, that they have good resumes and that they are a good team to work with. That increases the chances of you getting your funding. And then the next step is a good and scalable business idea. This is one of the most important requirements to get business funding, because many funders are willing to invest in good, brilliant, actually scalable ideas. However, you must produce proof of your idea. You must be able to prove that your idea works, and that it solves a problem and that it is scalable. So if you're just starting up a new business and you require funding for that business, you need to solve a problem in the market instead of copying exactly what someone else is doing, because Me Too businesses are just not going to get you funding at all. You need to identify the problem in the market, create a proof of this concept, make it scalable, and then you will get a bankable business plan from us here at Mokoena Consulting. You will definitely get funding from any institution. You can just contact us and we can assist you with that. And then lastly, we have the bankable business plan or the financial statements that is required when you get funding. So your business plan must set you apart to get funding, because that's ultimately what they look at funders to give you the funding. There are lots of business plan templates on the internet, and we believe they will not get you any funding because they're not customized to suit your specific business and the kind of funding that you require from a specific institution. So us here at Mokoena Consulting, from as little as 3,500 Rand, you can get a good, quality, bankable business plan that will definitely get you funding from any institution that you need. So if your business is already operational, you may need to produce also financial statements and management accounts. These should be prepared by an accountant like us here at Mokoena Consulting. So our financial statements have been getting finance from various institutions, and we have proof that we can assist you too if you need your funding. Now we're going to be looking at the different forms of funding that we have available for entrepreneurs in our country. So there are incentives available for businesses in South Africa from the government and from other business cooperatives, such as the Corporate Incentive Scheme, which is the CIS, the Black Business Supplier Development Program, BBSDP, and then the Enterprise Development Finance. So the Enterprise Development Finance, what they basically do is that in order for you to be eligible for this, your triple BEE needs to be in order. So for a larger company, they are forced to work with both black and smaller white businesses to cover your operational expenses. So you need to be able to show them that you benefit smaller companies and you work with smaller companies that are triple BEE compliant. So you as a larger business and even smaller businesses, you need to have your triple BEE status in order. And then the second thing we have is the CIS, which is a Corporate Incentive Scheme. This is a business registered as a corporate. This is for businesses that are registered as corporates. So you get 100% grant from the government. So this is only for a cooperative business. And then which a grant means that they give you money and then you are not obligated to pay this money back. And then BBSDP, that's the Black Supplier Development Program. So what they do, this is a grant for black-owned businesses amounting to 1 million Rand. The business should be operational and have a turnover of between 250,000 and 35 million. And then you must also be VAT registered to be qualified for this. And secondly, you get bank finances. So banks these days are willing to finance small and medium enterprises if you meet the stringent requirements of the cash flow, financial statements, and your business plan for your business. So to increase your chances to get financed by the bank with either a loan or asset finance or overdrafts, you will definitely need professionals to help you. And then us at Mokoena Consulting, we have several departments where we are able to assist you to do your business plan, your financial statements, and anything that you need from an actual major bank. The third option is the National Empowerment Fund, NEF. So this is accessible to all black-owned businesses. Startup businesses can access up to 10 million Rand in funding from the NEF, while larger businesses can get funding up to 75 million Rand from this government institution. So you will also need to have a solid business plan, financial statements to be able to apply for the NEF. And then us here at Mokoena, like I said, we are able to assist you with all of this. Then SEFA, this is accessible to all small, micro and medium businesses. You will need to have a business plan in order to apply for the SEFA funding. So this is also a government institution that you can get this type of funding for, and then the loans that you can get are up to 3 million rand for the business that you are in. And then finally, there is venture capital. Venture capitalists invest into your business by acquiring a stake into your business, then generally with an objective of selling it later. So that's basically what venture capitalist funders do. So most businesses that make a huge impact in the world recently were funded by venture capitalists to kickstart or expand their businesses. Companies like Google, Uber, Facebook, Amazon, and Netflix, just to name a few. We believe that if you want to build a successful business, you should build one that a venture capitalist is willing to invest into, because they have the stringent requirements, and they're also willing to fund the business with high potential and then a high growth potential. So everything that you need, most of the things that I mentioned, we at Boundless Consulting are able to assist you. So you can contact us on our email, on our phone, and we can assist you. Just contact us on info@boundlessconsulting.co.za, and we can assist you to get your business funded.